Formula One returns to Monte Carlo once again today, home to the world-famous Monte Carlo Casino that first opened in 1863. And of course, a certain road race first held in 1929. There's no greater an occasion, no more valuable a win than the Monaco Grand Prix. We're on the French Riviera once more this weekend at the 2-mile-long Circuit de Monaco. The cars will climb around 40 metres up the hill, past the casino, and then descend towards the harbour through Sector 2. It's a very short run from pole position to the first of 19 corners, and don't expect to see much overtaking here today. Off the back of a fantastic qualifying session, it's time to see how our starting grid looks like for today's race. Oldtimer lines up on pole position, edging out Max Verstappen, who'll start from P2. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Norris, Sainz, Leclerc, Oscar Piastri, Fernando Alonso, Perez, Hamilton, Ocon, Gasly, Stroll, Behrman, Albon, Tsunoda, Hülkenberg, Théo Pourchaire, Bottas, Sargent, and Zhou Guanyu. And now it's time to head down to the track. And alongside me today, a man who I'm always pleased to see join me in the commentary box, Anthony Davidson. Now, I'll be generous here. It's not that long ago that you were racing and entertaining us on a Sunday. But in the years since, the sport has changed quite a bit, hasn't it?
Yeah, it really has, Crofty. You know, the cars have got bigger, they're heavier. But critically, there's more downforce to play with as well now. There was about 4 tons of downforce on the car at 300 kilometres an hour when I drove. You're now looking more towards 5 tons of downforce. So there's a big difference in performance. But because of that, the car being heavier and bigger, you've got to drive in a smoother way. You've got to look after it a bit more. You've got to nurse it through the slow-speed corners more. They were much more nimble, agile machines when I drove in Formula 1 compared to now.
Right, this track needs a lot of downforce, so it won't have as much top speed. The good news, though, is that it's going to make our DRS even more effective than normal. Try to make the most of it in the race and quali if you can. Okay, you've got front wing damage. This will have a major impact on performance unless you box for a new one.